ice drinks. It's because if a hello, hello, hello. Are you good? Yes. Hello, Melissa. Yes, I am good. How are you? Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, Kat. Good, 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 good. If this is your first time here, let me know in the comments. If you've been here before, you know the routine. You know what's going to happen. You're going to need to ask me a question. The questions, and if you don't really know, I guess what I'm doing, you can go back on my page and you'll see though it's a water gallery, so you'll see that people are coming and they're asking me a question. I'm answering it. And we're going from there. Some of the questions have lessons to them where I sort of teach you a lesson technique to help you. But we're ready. So how this works is that you we go live. You ask me a question, but it's live. This is free, so um, it's up to you if you want to access it or not. I've been doing this for about 10 to 15 years, and a lot of people know about these water galleries all over the country in New York, Houston, Dallas, Louisiana, Charlotte, North Carolina, Savannah. I think I missed somebody. Arkansas, uh, California, Chicago. So I've been traveling doing these water galleries. So uh, let's see. I think I have a guest. Hello. Can you
Mm-hmm.
hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Hello, Chantilly. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good. Is this your first time here on my show, or you've
Yes.
been? Okay. So you
I've been
asked
in
me a
the
question,
comments.
huh?
I just used to read I used to read the comments and stuff, but I don't know how it works.
Okay. Good. 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 At least it's the first time. You asked me a question about yourself, something that you want to know, and I answer it. It's
Okay.
very simple.
Something I want to know about myself. I want
Hmm.
to know, do I have a purpose, like a higher purpose? I've always wanted to know that. I kind of feel like it, but I'm unsure.
Yeah, you definitely have a higher purpose. It's um, yes, you have a higher purpose. uh, I'm gonna listen to whatever because you need to ask me. People ask me more direct questions. So uh, hang out for a moment, and I'll show you another session, and then you ask. Because I think you have another question to ask me, but I think you have to see somebody else do it, so you'll know exactly what to ask. It's not like a yes or no question. Yes, it's more like a So hang out, and when the next person comes on, just it's probably gonna be someone that we know already, and they're gonna and then you get back on with me after that if you want to. Okay? Okay. Good. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Jerome Curtis. I think I got a Jerome Curtis. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. For those who've been here before, no, I think we need a Jerome. Yeah. Okay. So if this is your first time, I probably just need to record this. I don't know how many. If it's your first time, This is a water gallery. I've been doing this for the last 15 years. I've only been doing it for TikTok for about 2 months. So if you go back on my page, you'll see lots of these recordings where people ask me questions about themselves. The questions I would like for you not to just say a yes or no question, but if you do, it's fine as well. It kind of makes it easy. But I'm here to serve. So can you tell me? Um, can you tell me which one of my chairs that I should work on? You have to go live on that one. Um, you got to go live with me on that one, Chris. And people, and I do love you. Uh, don't make it easy on me. I'm a professional. You don't want to waste this. You really don't want to waste this. Like I don't want to. When the rest of the people get on here, they're gonna come. They're going to start asking questions, real questions. So if you're new here, I'm not. And I understand a lot of people that get on here and they ask those type of questions and stuff, and that's good for them. But no, I'm 20 years of experience. The people that ask me questions, if you look on my videos, you'll see they're asking me very, very complex questions because they know my gift. So, saying all of that, ask me a question. That is something, and you have to go as a live. I have to see you or hear you at least, like that. Okay. All right. So I'm. Let's see. Hello, Chris. Hello, user. Diamond in the rough. Yep, we're getting more of the people on. We're gonna get some people from last time. I'm sure they'll probably get on. We didn't finish last time. Um, and because we didn't finish last time, I promised that I would get back on and finish some of the questions from last time. Okay. And I'm also on Instagram. So from here, from this one, I'll probably jump from Instagram and then jump to Facebook. So, hello. See, Brooklyn is here. Hello, Brooklyn. Yep, Brooklyn's back. Samueletta. I'm here. I think I have it. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Chantilly. Okay, you got a question.
I
So
think
let's
so.
have
I
it.
don't know because you seem like now I know I'm over here with the big dogs. I'm over here like
Yeah, yeah,
a
that's what I'm
little
trying
bit.
to tell you. Yeah, it's not a yeah.
Okay. I do have a question, and I don't know. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous, but I'm trying to
It's
ask
okay.
the right question. So it has to be in connection to spirituality and things like that.
It would be wise that you do that. Yeah, it would be very wise.
Okay. So I've came across another person, and I don't know if he's a twin flame. I've never known anything about twin flame.
Mhm.
I'm new to this whole twin flame phenomenon, but I've had some really strange experiences since coming across this guy,
Okay.
and um, it's a lot of synchronicities. It's a lot of like things I feel is odd because it's just I don't know how it's happening, but it's it's been freaking me out.
Okay. So what's your question? Hello.
My question is, I mean, one, do you believe in the twin flame thing?
Oh yeah, I know twin
That
flames.
would be one
There's way.
question.
Okay, so there's twin flames. You're gonna get a little homework. There's twin flames and soulmates. They're not the same. There are twin flames and then there are soulmates. So, and he can be either one or none. Um, not not all of twin flames or soulmates are romantic. That's been what people have been sort of fantasizing, that twin souls, and because people are looking for love and then they're finding this connection with someone, and it's not always love. So, and it's not supposed to be all the time. Sometimes your lover is your lover, your husband, your partner. It's not a person that walks with you. You do have a spiritual gift. Um, but I would, if I were you, I would don't focus on other people. Focus on you. If that's a twin flame, then it'll show up because you're focusing on you. It'll show up because you're focusing on you. But hang out with me a little more, Chantilly, because we're going to go into some more questions. And you're going to see how probably you'll get more information later. Like, you'll get more information. And you get back on with me. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Brooklyn, for the donuts and the ice cream cones and everything like that. Jay Will, thank you. Thank you. Black Phoenix join. Richard, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. All right. Hello, Fairy Tale. So just to say this again, this is a place where you ask me a question about yourself. This is an intuitive gallery, though. If you read it, it'll say intuitive when you joined. You'll see it. It's an intuitive gallery. It's been going on for a couple of months on TikTok. 15 years I've been doing it, all over different cities. So don't waste the opportunity. Ask a question. I don't know you. You don't know me. Ask a question that you want, and we can take it from here. I have private sessions, and I am also a healer. So I'm also a teacher as well. So I teach intuition. So there's a video out where I'm teaching someone how to channel a lake. I'm teaching a brother how to channel a lake, and you can see all my work. I put a lot of my work on YouTube so that people can see it. I'm not a talker. Like I do talk, but I didn't start this with talking. I start this with doing. So I'm going to show it to you. I'm not just going to tell you what it is. I'm going to show it to you. That's how I came through, by showing people. The talking kind of came later, but I'll show it to you. Okay. All right. Okay. Hello, Goddess. Hello, everyone. Hello. One thing I've been experiencing is spiritual gifts being activated. Yes, your spiritual gifts are being activated, and whenever you decide which one, what gifts, what's actually happening. Yes, but there's an activation. There was an eclipse, two eclipses last month that kind of gave us a really strong activation thing going on. Let's see. Sha Lawrence, I never heard of that. Sha Lawrence, yes, joined. Hello. My name is Lawrence, that's why. Sha Lawrence. Okay. Hello. Think I'm a human being? I think I'm a human, maybe. Maybe. Very relative for us at this point. Humanness is very relative now. Divinely connected. Yes. Okay, everyone, come on. So, guys, ask me a question. Let's see, so that we can go live. You don't have to show your face, but let's see. Brenda Stevens, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
How are you?
Hi. Do you? Is this your first time here?
Yes,
It's your first time here? Did you to the gallery?
first time.
First time. Okay. So, you ask me a question about
Yes.
your. Yeah, ask me a question.
Question for you.
Yes. Oh no, for you. Question that you want to know about yourself.
You know Bosnia?
Bosnia. This is an intuitive gallery. So this is going to use, this is spiritual. So it would be a spiritual question.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, well, hang out, and when you get one, just come back on.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome, my brother. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye bye.
As I
Hello, Anna. Okay, all right. We got Yvonne. Ashley is coming back on. I thought I saw Anastasia somewhere around here. I don't know where I saw it. Things are so small. Angel. Um, much love and light. Yo, there you go. Hello, Anastasia. Okay. I feel like, okay. Yes. 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 Let me get people on. Okay. Good. Okay. So many changes. Yes. Good. We got somebody here. Hold on.
Wait, I'm sorry. You have requested me? Like,
Huh?
you have requested me? I had just joined. I don't know what.
Okay. No, no, no. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, stay here. Usually this happens a lot for me. You're probably supposed to be here. You're probably supposed to be here. You probably don't know it, but you're probably supposed to be here.
Oh, okay.
This is an intuitive gallery. I've been doing this for 15 years, so this is what you do. You ask me a question about yourself, something that you want to know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I knew that. That's why you
wait,
came. So
wait. Um, what you mean? Ask me something. Like, what you mean?
spiritual about yourself, something that you
Oh,
want to know about yourself, your future,
oh,
or something that's happening right now.
oh. Okay. What's happening right now? How do I feel
No,
right now?
no, no, no.
No.
No. Yeah, you got to ask me. You can't use my question to
Oh,
ask.
okay, okay. Okay, let me see. Um, damn. Okay. I'm thinking too
Mhm.
hard. Okay. Damn. Am I in love with someone currently? Oh,
Um, it's a difference between loving someone and being in love with someone.
ooh. So what you pick up?
You're in between that.
Oh, okay. You was accurate. Okay.
Yeah, you're
Look at
just in, you're
you.
not really in love, but you love them, but you're not in love with them. You're just you're in between that point where you're like questioning it because it feels that way, but um time will tell, and time will tell. I guess that's what it is with you. Time will tell. It's not like something you could rush. You can't rush it.
Wait, how do you see stuff? Wait, so you could just see stuff?
Yeah.
What- Like
Yeah.
everything. Like if I ask you a specific question, you could see like beneath that.
Well, if I'm allowed to see it. No, I can't see everything. I'm not allowed to see everything. But if you ask a
Oh,
question,
I do have a question. Oh my
mhm.
God, I have a question. I'm very
Okay.
intuitive. So
I
I
know.
like
That's why I
popping
said
this.
you. That's why I said that you showed up, even though you didn't realize. I was like, no, you're supposed to be here. So ask me the question because we did the first one, but I'm
Okay.
gonna give you another one.
Okay.
Ashley said
Okay,
she
so
has a
I'm
lot of
very
energy.
intuitive
Mhm.
and y'all don't judge me because don't do too much. So I
No,
did have
no.
like a past relationship. He was like
Mhm.
DL, and I
Mhm.
think that like traumatized me because now
Mhm.
I really like do not trust men.
Mhm.
And I'm
Mhm.
dealing with somebody, but I
Mhm.
don't know if that's like my mind projecting onto him like you into men, or if that's just
Mhm. Well,
you
it's
really
a
like that.
betrayal. It's a betrayal. That's what you're getting. Like it was a betrayal because it was. Um, I
I
don't
did
want to
not know
say
about
it was
it.
deceptive. I don't want to say it was deceptive because I don't think he knew about it.
Sheesh.
I don't think he
Well,
was willing to face. Sometimes people are not, although they know the truth, they're not willing to face it. Like they're not
Mm,
willing. They really believe that they are one way and they are not because they're not willing to face a truth. Like they're playing a
mm-hmm.
game, and as long as people play it with them, they can play the game and still escape the truth. So that was not that him being DL had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, but that's the
It,
problem. They got to find somebody safe to play with. I'm not somebody to play with. This not
no,
safe.
you
I'm not
no.
safe.
I know, but it could have been another type of betrayal. It just happened to be. This is when we mean let. You have to kind of. I'm trying to tell you, let this go.
I'm trying.
Like
It's
I'm
just
trying to tell you, let it. And
traumatizing.
I understand it was trauma. I totally understand it. But as you mature a bit, and maybe you don't understand it, as you mature a bit right now, you're going to understand you healed him.
Oh, oh well. Shoot, if I released him free, then by all
What you
means.
released
But I
him
do
in,
want to ask you a question. I
okay,
want to know
ask,
if the guy, because I'm not talking to him right now, because he pissed me off. So I've been ignoring him for like 7 months. I'm not playing with him right now. But
okay.
I want to know, like, is he like bi? Like, I genuinely want to know that. Not like
Oh,
bi.
I know. I don't go into other people's
Oh, okay, never
sexuality
mind. Never
like
mind. I'm
that
not gonna do
because,
that because he
yeah,
don't like that. He told me I need to stop doing that. Okay, I'm not gonna ask that question because that's me projecting. Let me stop.
yep,
Okay,
yep, yep. See,
is he like?
you got it.
Is his
Go ahead.
feelings genuine? Because
Yeah.
I don't know if I should unblock him.
Um, get your feelings right. It's not romantic.
Oh,
So
you
just
don't
get
think
your
so?
feelings. It's not the romance that you would want
Why you say that? I'm curious.
because he's not he's he's still in a confused state. Not a confused. He's still in a he hasn't kind of gotten. Let him do what he has to do. You have other partners to learn from.
Oh, oh no.
Okay? So
I
let
love
him
how
do
you
what he
picked
has
him
to do.
up, and I didn't even tell you his name. That's
Mm,
crazy. That's
no,
cute.
no. It happens that way. Okay, hang out with me.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad I answered your question.
Sure.
Hang out with me and maybe and jump back on if you have another question.
Okay.
Okay? All
Thanks,
right.
y'all.
You're
Bye.
welcome. All right. Thank you. Hey Ashley, how you doing? Thank you, Ashley. Okay, we got about 10 uh to get on. Ask me a question. Yeah, yeah. To ask me a question, you just get on. Hello, Robin. I think I got a guest who we have here. Okay, Chantilly again. Do we? Okay, let's do Chantilly. Let's do it.
My dog is barking.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
So I do have a question about spiritual awakening.
Okay.
I do believe that's what I'm going through currently. I've been in isolation mode for some time now,
Okay.
and a lot of old trauma has been resurfacing within my life, and I've been thinking I'm going crazy basically with a lot of the things that's been showing up in my reality and past traumas and even ancestral traumas, like having dreams about my ancestors and things
Mhm.
that traumatize them that I've kind of like intuitively think they want me to be the one to have
Break the
to
generational
work.
curse.
Yes,
Mhm.
and then ever since I had that dream of my great 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 grandmother, I just been seeing a lot of like readings about generational curse breaking and blah 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 blah. And it's like, well, my life is shit right now. Like I've been going through a lot of no's and losing jobs. It's just like everything is at a standstill for me, and I don't
Yep.
know what am I supposed to be doing.
Okay. Well, let me give you some, and you may want to take a. Well, let me give you some information about the ascension process. The ascension process started in 2010, 2011.
Hmm.
I'm going to ask you a question and you answer. I'm going to ask you this question. You answer me yes or no. Are you seeing like 111, 444,
Yes.
3? Okay. All
Yes.
right. Okay. Um,
Everywhere.
everywhere, right? Okay. So you're in the middle of ascension process. There's different phases to it. You would probably have to have a session for me because right now I can't tap into completely, but I'm gonna give you what I see.
Mhm.
You are not a victim.
Mhm.
Okay. The generational curse is because the people in your family get overwhelmed with depression.
Mhm.
They get overwhelmed. They fight and then they crawl into a cave,
Mhm.
which is not altogether. I think that's a good thing, but if you stay too long in that cave, it'll get on you. So what
Mhm.
you can do is always get out in nature. Always
Mhm.
take your walks.
Okay.
Always take your walks. Always find a tree. Clear your mind in nature. Clear it. Like
Okay.
it'll just happen. There are some videos on my page where I am teaching people. You'll see a woman. You'll see when you see people um, leaning against a tree in my videos, they're
Mhm.
going through their release
Okay.
in nature. So you're going to see them do it, and they're just like you. There's
Mhm.
no. You're going to see them do it. You're going to see young people and older people do it. Um, just feel the energy of the video and do it.
Okay.
Sit down under a tree. Right
Okay.
now, it's not your fault. We are being bombarded right now with energy.
Okay. Yeah,
Like
I feel energy is like that's why I've been in the house, like, 'cause I feel energy on another level to the
yes,
point like, yeah, I just can't.
yes, yes. So that's because you need to get into nature. It's
Mhm.
you have to integrate it. It does feel like you're about to run down the street crazy, but no
Mhm.
one ever does. None of us have ever done it, so it's not
Mhm.
something that you're going to do.
Okay.
Um, you're going to listen to brown noise or white
Okay.
noise at night to cut the voices out. Bring
Mhm.
some order to your spirituality.
Mhm.
Control your mind every
Okay.
time. Control your mind, meaning all those things that are in your mind are thoughts. They're not you.
Okay.
They're just thoughts from because it's in your DNA. You are
Mhm.
reading your ancestors' thoughts. That's what's happening.
Mhm.
So know that, okay, once you receive one message, you've got it, and you're like, okay, I got that message. So 17 of them coming down the line doesn't matter. I got what that
But
one
they
is.
come. I know when it's coming because my ears will start going
Ringing.
haywire.
Yes.
Yes, they
The
ring
ringing.
so
Yes.
loud.
And then it feels like you're underwater and stuff. Yes. So when that
Yes.
happens, I need you to talk to them and say, what is it that you want to tell me? Show it to me. Show
Mhm.
me. Because they don't know. They're ringing, but there's a big, they're in the vicinity, but they're not in the same dimension. But they're in
Mhm.
the same space.
Mhm.
So you can talk to them. And you've
Okay.
always been able to anyway. You can talk to them. Don't fear. Just say, okay, just like you were talking to someone else. Where are you living?
I'm in North Carolina,
Okay, Charlotte,
Greensboro.
Greensboro. Okay, well, that's
Mhm.
heavy activity. That's
Mhm.
heavy spiritual activity, especially if you're black now.
Mhm.
Right
Yeah.
now, it's very heavy spiritual activity. So your ancestors are there with you. They're there with you. And here's another thing. You were, yeah, it's interesting. Um, you're not from Greensboro, are you?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
where are
from
you from?
Washington D.C.
Yeah, because I'm like, why? You came from a tribe.
Yeah, the Lumbee tribe.
Yeah, I'm like, no, this is big. I'm like, when you said, I was like, no, you didn't come from. You came from a
Yeah,
tribe,
Lumbee.
the Lumbee tribe. Okay, you came from a
Yes.
tribe, so
Mhm.
um, that should start something. Wait till you. There's more for you to discover with that in the land. That's why I'm telling you to go out in nature because of your tribe.
Mhm. Okay.
And
Because I had like this picture of my great great great, and she was a chief, and
yes,
some of my family found information on her, and like we look like her, like
yes,
all of us look like her, and it was just
yes,
like it's
yes. Y'all all
amazing.
look alike. Y'all all have similar energy, and y'all all because of her DNA was so strong. She was a chief,
Mhm.
so her descendants. You might be her. You might be
And
her.
That's, what's crazy? I was staring at one of her pictures one day, and I was telling a friend that, like, it was like her face morphed into like my face. Like, I thought I was looking at me, and I threw my phone, and I was just like, I don't want to see that. It was like I was talking to her through a picture, and it
Yes,
freaked me out.
yes. That's why I said you can talk to them, but you just have to go out in nature first, you know, kind of. But you can talk to them. You can talk
Hmm.
to them because of your DNA, because you
Okay.
are, and it's you came from, you know, the indigenous uh, tribes here were matriarchal. They were not patriarchal. The
Hmm.
women, yeah, they were
Hmm.
all matriarchal. So
Wow.
it's a royal line. So just
Wow.
know that, and you're gonna figure that out. You're gonna study. You're gonna figure out some more stuff. Black
Hmm.
Seminoles, the Gullah people. There's the
Hmm.
Gullah energy that's in you, in South Carolina near Georgia. So the Black Seminoles and the Gullah people and the Yamasee Indians, all of that's kind of uh, there are a lot of us who have multiple tribes. We
Hmm.
don't just have one tribe. We have like two, possibly three tribes. Um,
Wow.
yeah. So our DNA, and it wasn't forced. It was done. Some of us were, um, the tribes blended. They blended.
Wow.
They blended, but it wasn't just like you'd have to have a royal line to do the blending, because from that blend could create another tribe or
Hmm.
new energy, shall we say. So it wasn't just anybody who was allowed to do it. It wasn't just anybody.
Oh my
So
goodness. They just
yeah.
it kind of makes sense of like my spiritual gifts that I've all like been trying to avoid and not wanting to have like dreams like or my intuition is really strong. So like when I tell my friends and my family don't go somewhere, they listen. They'll be like, "No, Chantel said don't go," because it's always
Because they've
spot
known
on.
it from a child. They know it on you. They just don't know how they know. So
Hmm.
a lot of people in our family already treat us that way. We just are not aware that they already agreed that we're spiritual.
Hmm.
Like, so that is. But listen, I got to get back on. So if there's
Okay.
another question, jump back on a
Okay.
little later.
All
Okay?
right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh man, I think I did. Okay. Limbo, I have. Could you? Oh, wait a minute. What I have. Okay, no fear. Oh, yeah, there you go. No fear. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. I've sent out some invites, people. We are. Okay. Yes, no fear. You're welcome, Chantilly Lace. You're welcome. Hello, Cindy. Shared the live. Hello, thank you, Cindy, for doing that. Pirate. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, we got somebody. Here we go. Who do we have? I think it's Lynn Bow.
Hi,
Hello, Lynn. How are you?
I'm
Hello?
doing well. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, you're doing well. Great, great, great. So, is this your first time here with me, or you've have you seen this before?
No, this is my first time seeing you, and actually first time on a live.
Oh, good. Well, you we're going to get that taken care of because you're supposed to be here. You're in an intuitive gallery. I've been doing these for the last 15 years, and what I do in these galleries is that you ask me a question about yourself. Make sure that it's something that you want to know. You know,
Yeah.
it could be about your spirituality. It could be about certain things. If I can't answer it, I'll say no. If I say private session, that means that I will only go to a certain level, but I won't reveal anything personal. Um,
Okay.
and so and so, ask me a question.
Okay. So, to preface, I understand that I am an empath. I'm very intuitive myself. Um, there's certain people I can get around. They don't even have to speak a word, but the
Right.
hair on my arms will stand, and it's like I don't know what you're up to, but I need you to get away from me because something's not right with you. So
Right.
I'm very in tune with those
Okay.
things. There's some people, they can they don't even have to tell me honestly what health issues they're having, and I can
Mhm.
kind of suggest different herbs and natural things or
Right.
certain frequencies and solfeggio tones and things to listen to. But I
Okay.
guess it's not really a question. It's like I don't know what spirit wants me to do with all of the different gifts. It's like I
Okay.
understand that I am gifted in these ways, but I
Mhm.
don't know what and how to not package it because I don't even feel comfortable charging anybody. If spirit gives me something to give to someone, I just do it.
Mhm. Okay. So let's unpack some of this. Um, First, you're having a spiritual awakening in the middle of an ascension. So it's not a regular, like if it's happening in the 90s, it wouldn't be the same at all. It
Hmm.
wouldn't be the same. I will give you, because I'm going to go on a couple of points, because a lot of this stuff you know, so I'm going to confirm. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, your empath energy, great. Let's put let's raise it higher. And it's
Okay.
nothing that you're doing, it's just what's around you. It's like plaque, build up. You know how
Hmm.
you're around people who are not as enlightened as you,
Right.
and after a long time, you get plaque, like you, because they're not bouncing the ball back across the the net. You know what I mean? Like you're doing a lot of the heavy lifting. That's what I mean,
Right.
and
Right.
that
And
gives
I
you, and that.
sometimes feel like, sorry.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, and I sometimes feel like I I have to either stay isolated. I spend a lot of time alone, which is fine. I'm a Pisces, so that's to be expected.
Mhm.
But sometimes it's like I don't want to feel like I have to dumb myself down or talk
Exactly.
about the most mundane stuff. It
Exactly.
bothers me.
Right,
Right.
and it gives you. We call it plaque. It just gives you.
Okay.
It's heavy. It's just
Right.
heavy. It's just a heavy energy. Here's the thing. I'm gonna hit you with a couple of good things. Something to grow on. Where are you living? Is it the East Coast, New York?
I recently came back from New York. Home is Texas, but I work with the
Oh, okay.
migrant shelters. Yeah, I work with the migrants in the shelters, so I'm from state to state when I get a contract. So currently, I'm in Colorado, but home
Okay.
is Houston, Texas.
Okay. So you know I'm in Texas, right?
Oh wow. Okay. No, again, first time I've
Y-
seen you, but it
Yeah,
was
yeah. I
something
mean
caught
that's
my
why.
spirit.
And then I got to New York. Most people don't know. Okay. Okay. Yes, you came to Texas for a reason.
Now I was
You
born and raised in Texas. I was born in
no.
Fort Worth, and I live in Houston.
Right, but you ended up in Texas for a reason. Because you didn't have to
Okay.
end up here. You could have been in
Right.
another place. You ended up in Texas for a reason. A lot of this is going to be a private session because there's a lot I have to go into. But ask me a question because there's so much that if I start, I don't like to open up things and can't finish them.
Okay.
Like I don't like to do
So
that. So
I'll ask a very specific question, and
yeah. Uh huh.
it goes back to answer. I know my people are around me. I know when I know who's talking to me.
Yeah.
It's not verbally. When I see
No, no, no. But
bumblebees,
you could
that's my
feel the.
mother.
Yeah, right. You could. You they give you their
Right.
clues. Right.
I know who, and I know, and I'm like you told the last lady.
Mm-hmm.
If I see them, it's snowing, and I'm seeing bumblebees. I'm like, okay, Mama, what is it? What you need me to
What?
do? What you want?
Right,
You
right,
know.
right.
So I'm very, very in tuned with them. Now there's an ancestor because I
Mhm,
tried to do the ancestry.com. I tried to do all of the things, and there's
mhm,
one specific ancestor, and for some reason I'm so drawn to her. But myself and another relative that I met doing some of this ancestry research, we never
mhm,
knew each other, but we met each other through
mhm.
ancestry.com, and he's a second cousin of mine, and he too got to that particular ancestor and got stopped. And we both feel like she's the key to something, and it's something big, but we both are just
Is she
stuck.
black?
It just says mulatto on a lot of the older
Because I'm
registries.
trying to tell you something.
What? What?
I'm trying to tell you something. There's a term called Melungian.
Okay, never heard that.
Yeah, I'm Melungian. It's a triracial isolate. They
Explain.
have um a lot of black people have in their ancestry Middle Eastern.
Interesting.
Yes.
Because I always wondered why my hair was the texture that it
Right,
was.
and they consider us Melungeons. Like, and the
Okay.
reason why we were isolated. That's why you isolate. Is because we would have, one mother would have a light skinned child, be white, and the other one be black. They throw them into slavery. So we had to do all of that just in order to keep.
Mm.
But we kept our spirit. That allowed us to keep our spiritual heritage
Hmm.
intact. Intact, and they're all communities all over. Small. I mean, they were big, but now they was, now they're smaller. People don't really understand it, but I'm picking that up. That's why you run into there's like you will run into one person that'll be like you will feel their vibration as if they are a gateway. Like
Okay.
you will feel like, okay, if I get through here, I know. And they also are not the ancestor that you're trying to connect to is not everybody's ancestor.
Explain. I'm confused.
There was a child that was born through someone else.
Yes, like an adopted child, like further back in the ancestry.
Yeah, well, not so much adopted. Um, was outside the marriage.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Was outside the
Hmm.
marriage, and because of the mixture race, it was outside the marriage.
Gotcha.
Right, and that's why it's not everybody's ancestor. She is
Okay.
a she.
Mm-hmm. It
It's a
is.
woman. It's a woman. She's not everyone's ancestor. She's a majority of, but she's not everyone's ancestor. Her frequency
Okay.
is high, so not all of the people would even be able to relate to her. Um, she's um, she's of the forest,
Mm-hmm.
like the herbs. You see where you get that herb thing? That's her.
Yeah. Okay.
That's her. And you have a natural gift for that. That's not something
And
that.
I was just about to say that I
Yeah.
wonder how I know the things I know about these plants. And it's almost
Yeah.
like they speak to me, like
Yes.
this is what you should tell them to
Yes.
use. And it
Yes.
always helps.
Yes. She's telling me for you to help women with fibroid tumors.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay.
She says there's a feminine thing that she did that she knows
Okay.
how to do. It's for women.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a certain herb thing that you know of it, and here it is. It's possibly it grows how she's showing me. It grows on a mountain. There are certain herbs that have to grow elevated. They have to grow. They can't grow on sea level. They grow on part.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you're gonna get into all of that. She is your family from Texas?
From as far back as well,
But it doesn't seem. It seems like they're
Alabama,
from.
Alabama somewhere. There's a Forks, Green Forks, or something. Forks, Alabama was the
Yeah.
furthest I could get back. Something
Yeah.
near Birmingham.
Yeah. Y'all came across. You going to New York wasn't the first time your ancestry went to the East Coast.
Okay.
Y'all came across on the Trail of Tears.
Yeah, there is a strong the pictures that I see, the hair is beautiful long, the skin is
Mhm.
copper red, like you
Mhm.
can tell there's Indian there, but
Mhm.
because of how they manipulated after the dolls rose and all of those
Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
we just don't know. I can't say,
Mhm.
but in that area there
Mhm.
is a specific tribe there that I would like
Right.
to try to continue to research. Okay,
Right.
perfect.
Right. There's a tribe there. I'm gonna say Yamasee and the Black Seminole, or there's another one, Creek. There's another one, but you belong to the Cherokee Nation. There were tribes
Okay.
that belonged to the nation too. So it
Hmm.
was more than just. It was like state and federal. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's
Right.
kind of like that. The Indian that you're looking at may not be all American Indian.
Meaning
It
Taino, meaning Caribbean.
meaning India.
Interesting. My whole house is furnished in Buddha and
Yes,
things of the
yes,
like.
yes. Because I'm like,
Interesting.
yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I'm like, yes.
Okay.
It feels
Very
like
interesting.
there is another race, another ethnic inside of you. Couple,
Yeah.
not just that, but it's like kind of we kind of call it kind of like because we're Melungeon, so everybody always considers us slightly gypsy like. Like when we start
Right.
worshiping on the church, we jumping up, we outside. Like me, I'll go outside and stand on the stump and
Right.
and and talk to God through there. I'll talk like I gotta do it. I gotta be outside. It just was never a question for me to be inside all the time. It was always I always felt closer to God and my guides and everything spiritual just outside under a tree. That's
Right.
what I would do. So
Absolutely. Same here.
yeah,
Nature is, of course, with the plant, so that should let you know there. Love
yes,
nature.
yes, yes. Now, I'm going to go in a little deeper because hold on. Do you smell this scent around you every so often? It's like a gardenia scent or something like a flower. It's like an old scent. There's you there's a flower that you need to have in your house. Actually, you specialize in this flower. It might be a gardenia. It might be a
Hmm.
gardenia flower, and just look it up. Look spiritually. Look it up. Like
Okay.
when you because it's not about the plant. It's about the spiritual part of it that relates to
Okay.
you, to your love life, to your heart, to you.
Hmm.
It's not for everybody. It's for you.
Okay.
It's like when Billie Holiday would wear that flower in her hair. It was for her.
Right.
It wasn't for everybody else. It was for her. She needed that.
Okay.
She needed that. You also understand. You understand roses.
Yes,
Yes, you
definitely.
understand roses. So that's what I'm getting at, and that's kind of special for you to understand them, why they are, and what they give off, and what the purpose of giving someone a rose really does to them and for them.
Okay.
And you get into that type of energy.
Hmm.
Um, um, there's a little girl around you.
Okay.
Do you have a daughter?
I was pregnant. I believe that was a daughter, and
Okay,
it was at a
yeah,
young age. Yeah.
yeah.
I
There's a
do
little.
have a daughter now, but I adopted her. I have a daughter that I adopted, and I have a son that I gave birth to. But in my younger years,
Yes,
there was.
yeah. This is
Mhm.
her. She's around you. Um,
Okay.
she may come back. She may come
That's
back.
funny you should say that. It's funny you should say that because because believe it or not, I'm 50. That's me in the picture, but I'm
Oh,
50,
oh,
almost 51.
all right now.
But
Hmm.
yes, but I kept, and this is recent. I felt like my line would end, and I don't know where this was coming from. My lineage or my line would end if I didn't have a biological girl. I have my daughter, and fight come with it. If somebody try to tell me she ain't mine, that's mine.
Right,
I
right. That's
raised her
yours.
from the that's me. And my son, but from what I gather, is you carry your lineage through the matriarchal side.
Yes, yes, yeah. Through the matriarchal side, especially the
Right.
indigenous. Yeah. Hmm.
Exactly. So for me, it was like I'm too old to be thinking about having a baby. But that has really been recently kind of nudging at me.
Yeah, I feel like it's a birth, but I feel like a baby. I feel like it's a birth. Now, usually it can be. It doesn't necessarily have to be the baby boy. It could be something I don't know, but I feel I just let me tell you what I see. I see a little girl. She's looks like you. She's can't be no more than like 4, 3, 4, because she's walking, but she's not walking fad.
Hmm.
She's how old is your son?
He's 15.
Okay. He uh I don't know, I see her. I just see her. I don't know, she's not saying anything. She's just looking at you and she's like it's like this is my mommy, but she's not speaking, so it leads me to believe that she doesn't have a body yet,
Okay.
but her energy is around you to possibly come through. Um,
Okay.
and that's just something there, but it's a little bit deeper in the sense where uh, are you married? Are you in a
Divorce.
relationship? Are you in a relationship to have a child?
No, no.
Okay, all
Because
right.
again, I'm thinking I'm too old to have a baby.
Well, eh, you know, back in the day, 40 was old to have a baby.
Right.
Now everybody's
Right. Right.
45. So, but I'm not saying that it's what it is, but I do see her. If you want to have a session, I'd have to go in and I'd have to go in
Right.
and do that. So I'm not going to, but I'm just letting you know I do see her. I do see her.
Okay.
I do see her.
Okay.
Okay, Lynn, listen,
Yeah.
great talking to you. Follow me, go to my videos. And when you come back to Texas, if you want to have a session or if you want to have a phone session, whatever, but kind of research me. I kind of like people to know who I am and what I do. And we may even know the same
Absolutely.
people in this video. Like I work in Houston, um,
Uh-huh.
so some of the people in my videos you may know from Houston.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna definitely that session I must see how I need to get that
Yes,
booked.
yes, yes. Please, please.
Perfect.
So
Well,
DM
thank
me.
you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.
All right. Goodbye.
Okay, I'm inviting. I think. Okay, who do we? Yes. Hello, I think we're getting on here. Hello.
Greetings, greetings.
Greetings. How do I pronounce your name?
It's pronounced Jeanette.
Oh, Janet. Okay, Janet. Okay.
Yeah.
So, hello, Janet. Is this your first time here?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And you had a question because I read it, but I can't see it. So, can you repeat it?
Yeah, I was saying I needed some help because I really don't have anyone to talk to about what I'm experiencing here.
Okay.
So I'm from Jamaica, and I've been
Mhm.
having a lot of experiences with with my ancestors on a spiritual part of life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So
go ahead.
So, so mostly I hear, um, I could touch buildings whenever I go into spaces and I touch buildings and I could feel different things. So sometimes I burst out into tears.
Yes.
Um, I could touch other persons whenever I make physical contact with other persons. If they're in pain, I feel their pain.
Yes.
Um, Whenever I make eye contact too as well, like it's kind of like I can see what they're experiencing.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Yes.
I get dreams too, and
Yes.
within these dreams, I could see faces, and then
Yes.
like 2 3 weeks or some months down the line, these persons they literally show up.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
um, there's some other
Okay,
things
so
too.
let me unpack some of this. You're an empath, as you know, right? You know you're
Yeah,
empathic. That's the term. Okay. I'm
yeah.
going to give you something that will stabilize you because you have a natural gift. And right now, a lot of people are in conflict around you.
I think
Yeah,
I'm listening.
just they're in conflict and you're picking it up. Now they also are picking you up too.
Okay.
So they're picking you up, meaning as you're talking to them, their guides are leading them to you, but you don't have to
Okay.
do it all. Don't do it all. You have the
Okay.
spirit of Like when you touch the building, you actually what you do is you can feel some people's hearts. That's what it
Yes.
is. You could feel their heart, and they could be miles away. They could be in another country, but you also you seek to know people through their heart. Like it's not how they dress, how much money they make in the car. None of that
Right.
matters.
That's true.
It's just
That's
if they
true.
have a heart, then you can deal with them. But if they have a cold heart, it hurts you. It hurts you because sometimes it surprises you. You're not aware completely because it could be like 4 or 5 people, and one of those people, their heart is not in the right place for you. It's not in alignment for you. Um,
Okay.
and how I teach people to cleanse, um, salt water.
I live near the ocean, and that's one of the things that I try to do. Most of the time, I go to the ocean. I try my best to go inside of nature, be amongst
Yes,
trees.
yes, yes,
It's like I can hear trees talk too sometimes. I
yes,
can.
yes, yes, yes,
um,
yes. You because you are gifted. Take a bucket of water from the sea, bless
okay.
it, and bring it home, and pour it over your head in the shower. There's a difference between soaking in cleansing water and letting it rush over you
Okay.
because you want it
Oh,
to get off of you. So I
okay.
always tell people don't soak in other people's stuff. Don't soak.
That's one of the things I do. Normally, when I go to the beach and there's other persons there, I kind of wait until everybody leaves,
Yes,
or I find
yes,
another. Or, and that's just me being guided. What
yes,
I'm
yes,
just guided to do.
yes, yes. Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Because you don't need that. You might want to work with a selenite crystal. It's a water crystal.
And I definitely the beach I go to. There's calcite. I find crystals there.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
so.
But this particular crystal turns back into water.
Oh, okay.
It literally is a
So
water, and it is for higher vibration, and it is also a protective tool.
okay.
Yeah, because you
Um.
don't just need higher vibration; you need something that blocks out lower vibration too.
Okay, good. One of the other things I wanted to, I'm kind of, I find myself in guilt about sometimes. It's with death. So sometimes I can go around a person or hear a person say something, and like it's like instantly I know that death is near, or
Yes, yes,
and that kind of puts me in a space because most of the time, like it takes 2 or 3 weeks for me to hear the news.
yes.
So there's this guilt afterwards of me not saying anything, or not sharing what I felt, or not sharing what I saw, or not sharing what I heard. Um, and then I think because where I'm at now, I don't get there's nobody else who really understands.
Hmm.
As I'm in the Western world, everybody thinks it's a mental illness. So I'm treated that way.
Well,
um,
well,
t-
I'll tell you this. Let me tell you this. Uh, Death is for the dead. It's not for the living. So,
okay.
so you don't. When you're having conversations about death with certain living people, they're not going to get it. It's like it's an old soul thing. Like we know death, or I know death all the time. It doesn't. It's a transition, and
Yeah.
so it's not like it's
Yeah,
you
you say
have.
that all the time.
Yes, it's like a transition. So it's nothing, but you are going to draw to you the people that you need to come to you. Um, there is some. Here's another thing I also have to say. I don't know why I'm saying this, but there are a lot of people that died at sea. I don't know
Yeah,
why they're
okay.
telling me to tell you that. They're trying.
Ah,
They're trying to tell me to tell you that a lot of people died at sea, not just
uh,
on land.
I think that's because of where I live. Most of I think one of my ancestors, the ship trade into Jamaica was one of the spaces where they kind of docked and did a lot of. Because what I felt when I visited one of the spaces near where I live, and I touched the building, I sensed from slavery. I
Yes.
felt most of the ancestors from slavery, and
Hmm.
what I got was that most of them jumped off of the
Yes.
ship,
Yes.
and that's
But they
definitely so.
jumped off
I'm
of the ship close.
cl-
They saw the
that's
land. They were never going to land. They were never going
yeah,
to get off the boat. They were never going to get off the boat. As soon as they saw the land, they jumped off the boat
right,
because they had already known what was going to happen. From there were other helpers of who were also they were slaves, but they helped run the boat, and so they were told what was going to happen. They knew what was going to happen, and there's a part of where you are, where they are, and it's almost like everybody knows the place. It's like, but they're
yeah.
not really.
It's
Go ahead.
where I think what I got is where they brought the slaves into Christianity. So
Yes,
it's one of the churches where they would take them and beat them and you know doctrinate them. That's
yes,
that's that's literally I'm a couple of miles away, walking
and
distance away from
yes, yes,
from that
yes.
space.
They want to tell you something. I don't know what it is, and I know it's beneficial to you, but I don't know what that is. But they want to tell you something.
I
I don't
I'm
know what that
trying
is.
I try to hear, but I think where I'm at, it's kind of dense.
It's
I
it's it's
feel
it's put your you ever done bury your feet under a tree.
okay.
Bury your feet.
Okay.
Yeah, just cover them up to the up to the ankle, just there. Your
Okay.
body is a tool. Like your hands and your feet are connectors.
Right.
So
I
sometimes
do
you have to
feel
use your feet.
okay. I do
Yeah.
I do feel energy when I do feel energy with my hands. I feel like as
Mhm.
I'm a massage therapist, and I whenever I touch somebody's body, I can
Yes.
tell I sometimes hear from their ancestors too, in a sense.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. 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 Um but take care. You're in a great place. As I go through you, it's a lot of, there's a lot of ancestral work, some galactic work. Here's another thing. Don't forget about the stars. Not
Pleiades
only
is
from
one of
this,
them.
huh?
Pleiades
Yes.
Pleiades
Right.
is
Exact. Pleiades. Yeah. Exactly.
it's
Right.
like
Right. Exactly.
as it's right, it's literally right every time I step outside and I look up,
Yes.
that's it's the
Yes.
first is the and it's been for ages. And I kept seeing it. I've been seeing these stars for ages, and
Yes. Yes.
but uh people
They
don't
are.
believe when I talk.
Yeah. Yeah. But we do. We. It's many of us here. It's many of us. So, but I would like to tell you that you already. A lot of this is confirming. But yes, look up. And when there are certain things, and you'll get the guidance um, on when to do it and how to do it, the direction you should be facing. When you look up
Okay.
the east, you need to face the
Yeah.
east when you see
I'm
them.
always facing the east.
Yes.
I see the sunrise. It's one of the things I make it my point of duty to do in the mornings too. I try to go to the east and watch the sunrise
Yes.
over the ocean, that
Yes.
same
Yes.
beach space.
Yes. Send love
Wow,
out to
this is
those who died. Send love when you are in the morning. Send love out to
yeah.
those who died in the water.
Okay.
Just send
Thank you
love
for
out.
that.
Yeah. They need you.
Um,
They need to I could feel them. They're not on shore. I could feel them though. They're not far from shore.
they're not
Like
far.
no, they're not far. They're not far. They never were going to get on land. They did this. They did not want to be captured. They did this, and they
Okay.
are still there. They're still there. Uh, and they need love. The they refuse to be enslaved. They simply
It's
refuse to be enslaved. Period.
and that's exactly how I feel with myself too, you know. Um, I refuse to be conformed in I believe within myself, within just myself. I don't like the thought of being conformed.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so
They
I
are you.
definitely,
They might be a family members. They might be
yeah.
your descendants. One of two of them,
Oh,
not all of them, but one or two of them may have been a descendant. And here's the thing: one of them may have been you.
uh, definitely felt like that because what I got, what I got was that I always said this. I feel like I am a reincarnation of my
Yes.
grandmother,
Yes. Yes.
and she was considered like a herbalist or
Yes.
um like what we call here like a mother woman or something like
Yes.
that. Somebody
Yes.
who did healing
Yeah.
through herbs and like a
Yeah.
seer.
Yeah. She was a seer.
Um,
She was a seer. And she was a healer, and she worked very well with it and gave you you have the gift. You have well, she got it from someone too.
okay.
No, you're watching her, but she got it from maybe a great grandma. It's coming down the matriarchal. It's coming down the line.
Okay.
It's not directly. It's not mother daughter. Feels like it's grandmother great grandmother. It's not direct.
Yeah, I feel like it's more like my great grandmother.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
feel like
That's
it's
what
more
it
like
is.
my grandmother or my great grandmother.
Yes.
One,
Yes.
one of
It
those.
feels like that. And they had one of them went to a church. It was
Yes,
associated with a church.
my that was my grandmother. My grandmother was deeply associated with a church.
Yes.
Um,
Seems like one of them, and the people in the church knew what she can do. She had to conform with it, but there were a lot of people that were dying when I don't know what they were dying of, but they were dying of something. So and she had the cure. I don't know what they were dying of. It was like some type of disease, but they were Chiano Indians dying.
I know.
They were dying.
Yes, I do
Yeah,
feel
they were
I
dying,
do.
and I don't know why they were dying.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
I'm just having
Okay. So
energy.
I know, I know, I know. Yeah, I know. Cause yeah, I know.
Whew. Wow.
It's a lot. It's a lot, right? Yeah, I feel it too. Okay,
Wow.
Jeanette,
Thank you so
we
much.
did that. You're
Thank you so
welcome,
much.
and
I,
you're welcome. Keep following me and tell everybody about me.
yes, thank you so much. I'm
You're
really
welcome.
grateful.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Wow.
Have a
Thank you
good
so
night.
much. Good night. Wow. Thank you so much. Mm.
Okay, I'm doing some invites. Oh, I got Lolyn came already. Okay, I got some invites here. Okay. Ah. Okay, we got someone. Let's see. What do we have here? Scars. Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Hi. Uh, it's your first time here?
Yeah, I
Or
just popped in for a second and was just listening in. That was awesome for that other one to receive that message.
oh, good, 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 good. I'm glad you were listening in. Hopefully, I can help you. So, ask me a question about something that you'd like to know spiritually, or It could be. I'd rather it not be romantically because I stay on a long time with the romance thing. But if it needs to be, it can be. But you were sent here for a reason. So ask me a question.
I had recently lost my father. He was my last parent,
Hmm.
and that happened in June. I had been struggling ever since, just a lot of energy and emotion, and I guess a lot of guilt. I had spent quite a bit of time with him for most of 2023, and I just wanted to know, I guess, if he is okay and
Oh
if he had
yeah.
anything to
What's his
tell me.
name? Because I feel that Albert, but I don't know why I keep hearing that, and I don't even know if that's you. But what's his name?
His name was Henry.
His name was Henry. Tom. Was it Henry or Thomas?
Henry.
Henry. What was his middle name?
Um, Roosevelt.
Okay. Let me pull him up. He says he's fine. He says you did what you had to do. Um, and I don't know if he's relating it to him when he says that to me. He's like, you
Hmm.
did what you had to do. I don't think he's saying you did what you had to do for me. He's saying you had to do something during the course of this, um, him transitioning, you know,
Hmm.
you had to do something. And he just says, it's okay. You had to do what you had to do. It involves another person. And so he says that. That's the first thing he says. Um, he's like, live. He's saying, live. He sees you where he is. He's not so much your father as he is a guide. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Yeah, it feels like a not a direct guide, but he can guide you. Do you have a sister?
No.
There's a did your mother die early?
Hmm.
Was she
She died
young when she
before. She died before he passed.
Okay.
Years before he passed.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cuz it seems does she look youthful?
Hmm.
Okay, this might be her. This might be her cuz she's in the back of him. She's way in the back. I just see somebody and she looks young. Not like a kid, but she looks
Hmm.
young. Um, he's okay. You be okay. They're fine. You be okay. I guess he's worried more and concerned about you living your life, whatever that is. There's some hopes and things. There's some things you have in your mind that you want to do with your life. His death brought about you to examine your life. His death
Hmm.
brought about you to examine. So he's kind of there with you in terms of telling you to live your life. There's a part of you. He's kind of now. He's showing me. Um, I'm going to tell you what he's showing me and see if this fits to somebody. He's showing me he's younger. He seems like he's younger. He seems like he's in his 20s. Um, do you have an uncle?
Yes.
That brother? Because he seems like he's with another brother, and they're in their 20s, and they were living their life. They had, and they somehow are relating. He's relating that to you, like you look like your father, right?
I do.
Yeah, because he's holding his face like this, and he's like telling me, like, look at her face, look at my face. It's like he's like telling you something in terms of energy, using something that you have, using something that you have. But I can't go in any further because it's going to be more personal. So I'm kind of skipping over. If it's not clear, it's because I would have to give you a personal session because it's clear on my side. I just would not do that. I wouldn't say it
Mhm.
here.
Mhm.
But I can tell you that he's fine. Um, you have a son? Do you have a son?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, is your son like your father?
No.
Are there aspects of him? How old is your son?
He's 18.
Okay. Uh, there's a connection between your son and his grandfather. When he gets around 20, he changes. There's a light that comes on him in his world. It's not in anybody else's world.
Mhm.
It's not in anyone's world. It's just his world. Um, and you're going to see something come out of him, and you're going to know it's your father because it's not going to be his father. It's going to be your father that comes out in him.
Mhm.
And you may never even say it to him, but you're going to see it every so often. And I think he's trying to tell me, like, how could I be gone with all of you still there? My blood is still coursing through your veins.
It was unexpected. Well, the outcome was unexpected. So,
Yeah, yeah. But he wants you to know he's good. He's good. He's good. You live your life. Get a private session with me so I can go into some things. I gotta go and record me if you have a session with me because there is it'll be I won't be able to repeat it. You know, I won't be able to repeat it. Once I say it, it would leave me because it's good. It's complicated, but it's good. It was complicated.
all right. I have one more question.
Okay.
Um, both my parents have resulted in me in a spiritual awakening. They were both unexpected, tragic, and so I was trying to on this journey figure out what those spiritual gifts were or my purpose. And so how do I tap into that?
Okay. At first, there's a consciousness that would help. Um, their exit, they agreed to exit the way they exited because they left a lesson through their exit. Their tragic leaving left a lesson about living. Most death always leaves a lesson about living. Um, your spiritual gifts. Um, where are you from? Where is your people from?
Virginia and Mississippi.
It's the Virginia group. Ah, okay. I can't say that. You're gonna have to get a private session with me. There's a lot of good things, but there's some, I would say, some surprises in the DNA that you probably knew or felt. You just didn't know. No one said anything. Um, your gifts are tied to your ancestry. You are working your gifts right now, though. You just are not aware of it, that you're doing it. It's like you're not doing it on level 10. You're more like on level 3 or 4. Sometimes you go to level 10 and and for some reason I'm sensing that it can scare you.
Mm-hmm.
It can be that strong that it scares you and you go, whoa, no. But
Mm-hmm.
that's why I said that's that Virginia. It's almost like you're tied into a big power source, a spiritual power source. So you could just get near it and it'll blow you away. But it's there for a purpose. And it's there for you to use. It's there for you to use. And it's there. You will understand it later on. Not leave. I mean, you can understand it at every given moment, but just know that it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's not. It's just you being able to house that energy in your body. Just house the healing energy, but it will. You're ascending. Are you seeing numbers like 111-444 on your cell
Mm-hmm.
phone? Yeah, okay, so this is
Everywhere.
happening to you. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
This is happening
Mm-hmm.
to you. Yeah, this is happening to you right now. It's happening. Um, stay close. Hang out with me. Go view my stuff. And if you need a private session, just DM me. I can do it over Zoom or I do it on the phone. I'm old school, so I can do that. Sleep with a glass of water by your head. You're not retaining your dreams.
Okay.
So sleep with a glass of water by clear. It has to be a clear glass of water by your head so you can maintain your. And in the morning, throw it on the earth.
Okay.
Don't throw it in the toilet. Throw it in the earth, preferably in your front door, so that when you walk by it to go to work or whatever, you can still pull out some of the dream. But it's always good to throw it in the front of your house. And we're good. We're good. We're good. We're
Okay.
done.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Talk to you
Okay.
soon.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I'm sending out more invites. Oh, I got 2 people, so that's good. Okay, we got Herbal and we got Venus Price.
Hello.
Okay, okay. So Venus, you're gonna go first, and Herbal, you'll hang out with me, and you'll be right next after that. So Venus, is
Yes.
this your first time at Water Gallery with me?
Yes.
Okay. So have you been listening? What's
Yeah.
going on? Okay. So do you have a question?
I have 1,000 questions,
Okay.
but
Well, I only need one.
I know I'm gonna say I'm very curious to know. Like I know that I am an empath. I know I'm intuitive,
Mhm.
and I know I have the gift of knowledge. I just know stuff, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
when I speak the truth, why are they offended? Why do they get upset?
Because they didn't sign up for it.
Yes, they did if they asked.
Mm-mm. They didn't. No, they signed up. They signed. Here's the thing. You have this ability. It's like, okay, I see what you're saying. You speak the truth, but they're not. They didn't sign up. Although they asked, they didn't sign up for that level of truth. It breaks their reality. They don't even know it until you start talking, because when you start speaking to them, it's breaking their reality, which is supposed to happen anyway. But baby steps. Do you know what I mean? Baby steps. It's technique. You have the gift. That's not it. You got the gift. There's a technique that you're going to develop on how you talk to people,
Okay,
certain people, because you're going to be like, because it's like a bright light you shining in their face. It's not your fault. It's just they are not aware of what they're asking you. That's what I'm trying to say.
got
They
it.
are not completely aware of what they're asking you.
Like I know who I am. They don't know who I am.
Right. And so when
Gotcha.
they ask you, they're like, whoa, and because they didn't even see that like to that level. They knew you're spiritual, but they don't know energetically it's going to come
Mm,
off of you and onto them. And so
mm,
they're too dense. But here's the thing. You're a seed planter anyway. You just
mm.
plant the seed. You like it's a lot of work you got ahead of you. You can't be giving these people that much. You'll understand that certain people are just for you to plant the seed. You're not
Got
there
it.
to discuss it further anymore, and you know as soon as because they'll start blinking. I always say that when I look at this, they'll start that blinking because they're processing right in front of you. They're like,
Hmm.
and that's when you're like, okay, you can take that with you when you go because I will be back, you know. And there are certain people that will lock onto you, but I think you need, I think you need to find your audience, you know. And it's not like you're looking for them. I just think you need to say it outside. Say it in nature. Like, send me the people that are supposed to see me. Send me that. And so that you can affirm that you have said that outwardly, that that's what you want. Because you have a light, and sometimes you have the ability to be a light in dark places.
Hmm.
And so I have that too, where I have to go into dark places with my light, and it's not that it's dark that it's evil. It's more like dark like it's no light. They don't
Right.
have light. And there are certain people that are ready to come out of that, and we go in there and we just plant the seed and walk them out, and that's what we do. We let spirit do spirit's job. We humans do humans' jobs, but we let the spirit do that job. Ask me another question, and then we're gonna go. Hopefully, I answer that.
Okay, you did, you did.
Okay, okay.
So my second question is: there's this person that I just can't seem to shake off. Like he just won't leave me alone. And I've said 1,000 times, leave me alone. Why won't he leave me alone?
Because he knows you from a past life.
So what that mean?
It, go ask your guide. This is not a human. This is not a woman thing. This is not a romantic thing completely.
Right.
Right. So you have ability because I can't say it here online. I can't say some of the reason why I'm not saying it because I don't want to say it, but I know you have the ability to ask. That's why I'm wanting you to go out and ask into the universe, into God. Just say it into the world. You have the ability. It's part of your gift. My
Well,
brother.
for that person, I've definitely done that. I asked 1,000 times, not just
No,
to.
why the purpose? Get deeper.
Okay.
Give deeper in the question because it's complicated. It's not just him being in your presence. It's what he's supposed to be doing in your presence that has to be examined. But you don't really
Right.
like him.
No, he get on my nerves.
Yeah, you don't really like him. I'm just feel like you don't really like him. Like you don't really like him. You don't know why you don't really like him
No,
either.
I know why I don't like him. He get on my nerves.
Yeah, but he's not even trying to get on your nerves.
It's
He's not
it's the
trying to get on your
immaturity. It's
nerves.
the immaturity. It's the lack there of knowledge. It is the you claim you are an adult, but you act like a child. Like it's all of that.
Mhm. Yeah, it feels very much like a past life thing. Now that you said it, feels very much like a past life thing. Um, hmm. Don't do anything to push him away. Don't do anything
I
to
haven't.
do. Okay,
I used to,
I
and he
know.
would cling harder, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
why
that's what
won't
I'm
he
saying. Don't.
leave?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't do that because that'll make it a little like you poke. Don't do that. He he's he's maturing. Um,
Mhm.
he's maturing. He is. It's on the inside of him.
Mhm.
He's kind of like he's got a weird personality. Like he
Mhm.
acts silly around you, but when he's
Mhm.
when he's not around you, he's not as silly.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why he's not as silly when he's not around you. I think he's trying to. It's like a childlike spirit he has on him.
Right. Right.
It's like a childlike spirit, but the child has to grow up. But the man is fighting this, but it's a childlike spirit that he has. It's like it's supposed to be there. Um, yeah, there's some past life stuff
Don't
going
push
on
him
there.
away. Oh man, I'm mad you said that because I thought that, and I'm like, but why he just won't go? Because like I'm so over it.
I know, don't push him away because it'll get worse. This is a lesson, and it'll be book a session with me if you can because I can't really say all of it, but it is
Mhm.
definitely a past life
Okay,
connection.
got it.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
Venus.
Thank you.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
All
Bye.
right. Bye bye.
Okay, Herbal Serenity, are you there?
Hi, yes. Can you hear
Uh,
me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear
Hey,
you.
hi.
So,
How are
I
you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm enjoying. I love doing this work, so I'm doing good. What is there a question that you'd have for me?
Well, honestly, I just happened to be scrolling by, so I'm super surprised that you called on me. So I guess I can ask a question. You tell
Please.
me if that's typically how you work. Okay. So I'm in a
Yeah.
space where I'm thinking about life purpose and I have a good job and I make good money and Um,
Mhm.
there is a lot of value in the work. I'm grateful for it. At the
Mhm.
same time, I feel called to do other things. And so I'm thinking about my purpose. I'm thinking about 47, perhaps 20 more years of working, like retired, 67, whatever. Like, might I do for the next 20 years? And so
Okay.
just in
What
that
do you
space.
do as a hobby? What do you do as a hobby?
As a hobby, spend time with family. I garden. I make
Okay.
teas. That's why I have the
Okay.
herbal smoothie. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
That's 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 a gateway. That's a door opening to your service.
Hmm.
Your mission is it will always have a product attached to it.
Okay.
Like you'll help people and they'll get a product from it.
Hmm. Hmm.
They either get a tea or something. You get more involved in that too. Um, the Where are you from?
I'm in Michigan.
Where are your people from? Your mom's people.
My mom's people from Georgia.
Okay, I'm getting that. Yeah, I'm getting that strong. What part of Georgia? Macon.
Bainbridge. Bainbridge. It's near Tallahassee,
Okay.
right
Okay.
near
Oh,
Florida.
South Florida.
Hmm.
Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, have your mother? Do you know your mother's people there? Have you been there
Nah,
recently
I've
or
been
in the?
there. I have been there. Um, uh, I pray like my grandfather's mother's name was Clara, so
Okay.
she's just
Okay.
somebody that I always like pray and think about. But that's
Okay.
the extent of it. Like been the reunions there, but that's the
Okay.
extent of it.
You're gonna go back. Not at a reunion. You're gonna go back because there's a part of your gift that you have to go back in order to go forward. Like you have to
Mm-hmm.
understand the leaves, the
Mm-hmm.
cheese a little
Mm-hmm.
more.
Okay.
You have to, and it's almost like you're at the age where you start chronicling your journey. Like you take pictures, you got video of
Mm-hmm.
you going home. It's part of the service. I wouldn't be surprised if you were not Gullah or Geechee in your
Mm.
DNA.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
It,
because I feel like you need to sit under a magnolia tree,
uh,
and
I got 3 magnolia trees in my yard.
yeah, yep. See, it's all
Hmm.
over you. Get some sweet grass, and you got a sweet grass basket.
I don't. I don't.
You've got to get one because that is truly your ancestry. You can order
Okay.
them online and put your teas in them.
Okay.
Put
Okay.
your teas in the sweetgrass basket. The sweetgrass is a blessing. It's a
Okay.
blessing, and
Love it.
because it's natural, sometimes you don't want to put your herbal your. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you don't want to put your teas in plastic.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I don't.
Yeah, you don't. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm like
Yeah.
they
Biodegradable brown paper bags,
right, but
basically.
if it's in a leaf, if it's actually in a leaf, it's better for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay.
It's like if you fold a banana leaf, put
Mm-hmm.
it in there, and clip it.
Mm-hmm.
There are things with your natural state that it's not really about, and it could be biodegradable. It's actually a leaf. But when you go home to the Gullah
Mm-hmm.
Islands
Mm-hmm.
and get all of that energy, because you also got some Savannah in you
I
too.
do. I do. I
Yeah,
have family in Savannah.
yeah. I was like, you got some Savannah in there too. So that Savannah part of you, and I do see you going. I see you. There's someone else traveling with you. You
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I think you rent a car or something. I think you do.
Okay.
You go and you rent a car. But there's a woman that's with you, young. I mean, she's not. She gets around. Like
Okay.
she get up out the car in a quickness. She's the one that's
Oh.
kind of taking pictures, and she might be related
Mm-hmm.
there, but this is your voyage, your journey that you give to you. Um,
Okay.
there's a cemetery there that you have to go to.
Okay.
You have to get on the soil of your ancestors because your gifts that are
Mm-hmm.
coming out of you came from them.
Okay.
You're the new version of it. Are you near Lake Michigan?
I am. Well,
Okay.
I've been probably 2 hours away. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it off of you. I feel like I don't know why I feel it. I feel it strongly off of you. I don't know why. Maybe you're gonna go or find yourself there.
Mhm.
Uh, okay, so ask me one more question.
So I have a fear sometimes of being alone, specifically alone in the dark. Like I feel energy, I feel not necessarily anything negative, but I just feel presence and I'm not sure how to like manage that.
Light a candle.
I do. I
Okay.
do.
Speak to the
Okay.
candle.
Okay.
Speak to the candle. And I know why because I can't say it here. It'll be a private session, but I know why you have that. It's not bad. It's
Okay.
just intense. Like I
Mhm.
do it sometimes. There'll be places I go and the lights will be off and I'll be like it's crowded in here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crowded in here because you could feel them. But
Yeah.
here's the thing: you can ask them, "What is it that you want? What is it that you want?" And a
Mm.
lot of times they know we can sense them. That's why they come around. They
Mm.
don't do this to everybody, but they do this to certain people. But it'll make sense from your ancestry why the dead follow you.
Mhm.
It'll
Mhm.
make sense when we get into that. If you book a session with me, it does all make sense. I just can't reveal it here now, but it does make a lot of sense, and it doesn't make sense. It does make sense for your okay. There's a woman that's telling me that you should make a tea called morning tea, not
Morning.
morning in the morning,
Mhm.
morning of a death
Okay. Okay.
that people drink. There's a woman in your family is telling me that people drink this tea. You
Mm.
give it to people who are in mourning,
Great
like
for me.
death,
Okay.
right? And you give it,
Okay.
and you make it, and it's like
Okay.
you, and the ancestors telling me that um, it's it takes hours to make, takes a
Okay.
while to
Ah.
make it,
Okay.
takes a long time to make. She's like, not a long time, but it's not like something you can just make, and it has to just one of the ingredients is a nut.
Mm.
It's a
Okay.
nut. It's a nut. It's like you crunch it up, you grind it up into a
Mhm.
powder.
Okay.
So you also are going to move from teas to nuts
Okay. I'm gonna do my
like that.
research. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Appreciate you too. Tell everybody about me.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay, everyone. It's about nine. Oh, who's this says hi? I remember you. You're in Dallas, right? Yeah, Miss Good to Be True. Yeah. Huh. You remember? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't I just see you? I think I did. Yeah. Yep, I am in Dallas. Yep, I'm definitely in Dallas. Uh, I'm gonna go. I've been on for a moment, so I'm gonna take a break and might be back tomorrow. But I'll be on a couple of times this week. So join me, tell everyone about me, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to see my videos, my links, all that's for you. Talk to you soon. Bye.